very big in White Oak, and when I got the job here, this was one thing I was so excited about. White Oak is known for the technology here. Each of our teachers have blogs. You are welcome to subscribe to them. Ms. Perry has been working on the students with security and safety on the internet. She's working with them on Edmodo, which is very similar to Facebook, but it's in a safe environment and it's monitored, and they're talking about school things. And so we use technology a lot in this building. Students are allowed to bring their own devices from home as long as they're following campus procedures and rules. Students are not allowed to text or make phone calls, but if they are maybe having silent reading time and they have a book on one of their devices that they want to read, that's okay. You know, the teachers are up monitoring, the teachers are watching to see what they're doing with their devices, so know that they're not just getting free-for-all time, that the teachers are monitoring this time. But parents, we do ask that you send a note giving your child permission, because I love those little babies. I love these kids, but I also know sometimes we might be a little sneaky and take mama's iPad or take daddy's Kindle and just bring it up to school, and mommy and daddy don't know about it. Those are expensive devices, and we know that. And so if you make that choice to send them up with your child, please make sure to send a note, because if you don't have a note, the teachers were going to hold on to it and let you know that they brought it, because we don't want them to bring anything that they're not supposed to bring. And so that's your choice. If you want to send them up, you can if you want to. If we catch a student not using the device properly, then they lose the privilege. They still can use the technology and whatnot here at school, but they may lose the privilege of bringing their own. So just know that. Also, we are not responsible if something happens to it on the way from home to here to home. The teachers are really good about, you know, locking devices up and things like that, because we have so much, but, you know, I cannot guarantee that your iPad may not be dropped by accident and be shattered, and believe me, I know it's very expensive to fix it, because my toddler shattered mine. And so, you know, just know that I know accidents happen, and so, you know, the students are responsible at this age. There's some other campus information that we're going to share with you tonight. One of the things I do want to tell you about is box tops, and I'm sure you've been hearing about these. Since 2008, the intermediate and primary campus, I believe, has earned about $7,000 from box tops. This money goes back to your students. So any money that is earned from box tops, I want you to know where it's going, and it's going to technology in the classroom. So whenever we get a check from box tops, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and buy technology for in our classrooms. Whatever we need to start getting for our classrooms, we're gonna purchase. So that's where the money is going to go to. And I think sometimes it's nice to know where it's going to go. You don't think, well, is this going to go to something else that's not going to impact my child? No, this will impact your children, because it is going to go to technology. We also have Skyward, which is an internet-based that Ms. Hawthorne is going to talk to you about for checking up on your students' grades.
Okay. I think most of you, or a lot of you, probably have gone to the Family Access on Skyward. If you don't know how to go there, the easiest way to do is go to the White Oak website, which is woisd.net, and then you will scroll over the resources tab, and it will drop down, and there will be a For Parents little link there. When you click on that, you'll end up going to this page, which has many links for parents. Click on the Skyward Family Access, and you'll come to the login page. If you don't have a login, if you've never gotten one or you've lost it, I understand. I have some forms that you can fill out tonight, and if you'd fill it out tonight, and I have a little basket you can turn it into, I can get that login information for you so that you can access all of this. This is what you would come to once you log into Skyward Family Access. There's lots of links there that you can go to. Pretty much the first thing you come to is the calendar. And a lot of this stuff is what teachers have put in as assignments or whatever. But there's lots of links over there that you can get to. First one is that I want to talk about is student information. The forms that you fill out when you register your student that have your phone number and your address and all of that other stuff gets put into the computer. Sometimes we make a mistake. It's easy to mistype something. So it's great for y'all to go in and look at that information that we have, and if we've got a mistake or you've changed your phone number or you have somebody else that you don't mind picking up your child, you have some other emergency information that you want to add, that is the easiest way for you to get it to us. Because when you go in and there's a little link on there that you can request changes, if you click on that and you fill out whatever you want to change, I'll get a little alert when I get into Skyward that says somebody wants to change. So I'll go in and I'll look, I approve it, and then it's automatically changed. You're the one who puts in the information. That makes it so much easier on us. It makes it easy on y'all too, because then you can go in and check to see if your information is correct. You can also click on the gradebook link, which will take you to assignments and grades that your child has had. Now, teachers put in grades as they go along, but if a child has an assignment one day, it's doubtful that that grade's going to get in the same day. So you got to give them a little time to get to it. They've got lots of kids they're putting in grades for, but that's where you will find their grades. There's also a message center that you could actually send a message to your child's teacher on that. You can also view your child's attendance record. If you go in there and you see, oh, they have an absence for my child, but they went to the doctor that day, and I do have that note. We forgot to take it. You can send that doctor's note, and then that absence will be, excused, and it won't be an absence anymore if they've been to the doctor and they were here part of that day. You can also view your child's daily schedule if you click on schedule. Each child, it just has the schedule that we have put in there for them. You can also click on their academic history. That shows the grades for each completed grading period that you can view in that link right there. It'll also let you see last year's grades. We started using Skyward. This is our third year, I believe. Could be our fourth. So you can see grades that they had even in past years, probably the last 2 years. My email notifications on that, you can go in there and set if you want to receive notifications about attendance, grading, and progress report notifications. The only thing about this is you have to have an email address in there. So if you don't have an email address in your student information, you want to put one in there. And also, the parent listed first in the families is the one that can go in there and change any of that. I mean, get the email notifications. It's hard to, the program's just not set up to send it to both parents. If you have that, that's the one that'll get it, is the first one listed. You can also look at health information that will have vaccination records. Our nurse works really hard about getting those in. So if you look in there, if you're wondering if they had whatever shot, you can actually look in there. And then District Links has our White Oak ISD homepage on there, so that'll take you directly there. So if you don't have a login, please come by and fill out one of the forms. I'll put the basket over here on the table so that you can just put it in there. We did 5th grade last night, and I got probably about 15 and got them all set up this morning. So hopefully, if I get 30 or 40, I probably can't do it all in the morning, but I'll get it to you as quickly as I can. So thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Also, just kind of give you a heads up, because this happened to a teacher before. She went in to go put in her grades and had something come up, and so she logged out, and a parent had gotten in there and started panicking because they saw a subject and then didn't see a grade for it. Give it a couple of days, because something may have happened and the teacher may have put in the subject line and there may not be a grade yet for your child. Just give it a couple of days and see, and then if after a week, if there's still no grade, then you can contact the teacher. But just know that I know I've had a parent before really anxious because they thought their child had gotten a 0 or had incompleted it. And so just know, give it a couple of days. Emergencies happen, things come up that teachers have to go take care of that get it sidetracked from. So just know, give it a couple of days. And you are always welcome to go check that. I mean, that's from home. You can check that anytime you want to. You don't have to wait for 3 weeks. You don't have to wait for the 6 weeks. That's something you can check on throughout the time. And I believe there's an app for that too. And